And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come out of the gates strong. Welcome, everyone, to a brand new season of NBA basketball. I'm sure you're as excited as all of us are here at 2K Sports as we get ready to start the season in style. We'll watch the Orlando Magic in this one as they go up against the Miami Heat here in Miami. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. And here's the upcoming schedule for the Heat. On Saturday, they'll tip off a road trip in Charlotte where they'll take on the Hornets. And then on Monday, they'll go back home and they'll be hosting the Detroit Pistons.
And you know, for that matchup with Washington, that's a contest that I'll keep an eye on. That'll be the 5th time they take to the floor, and they want to get off to a quick start.
A look at the Magic starting group. Underneath, in the post, it's Banchero and Carter Jr. In the backcourt form, it'll be Suggs and Caldwell Pope. And it's Wagner in at the 3. And for the Heat, they've got Mitchell. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Bam Adebayo. Then there's Alec Burks. And it's Ware in at the 5. How important, Greg, is it to a team's confidence to start the season strong?
Kevin, I think it means more if you're a young team. If your roster is filled with veterans, you're looking at the bigger picture.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Banchero. Here's Wiggins.
Wagner takes a lot of pride in trying to make a defensive impact and does a good job contesting the shot there.
Clark, what do you think about the Orlando Magic? Winning 47 games last season. Their most in over a decade.
Boy, I love the core of this group in Orlando, Kevin. The development of their young guys, Paolo Banchero and Franz Wagner, and the rest of those guys already starting to pay dividends. They could be a force for a while. These young guys are only going to get better.
So the Orlando Magic able to put the first points up on the board. Ware kicks to Wiggins. There's the 3. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
No hesitation from Wiggins, shooting with confidence and conviction.
Wagner left side for 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Wagner's got 5 now.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now here's Burks. Wiggins outside. Adebayo with the screen on Wagner. Again, Wiggins missing. Wiggins has gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Pass to Banchero. Wagner a screen on Adebayo. Here's Banchero. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Oh, the defense puts contact on Banchero inside, but he just bullies right through it.
Here's Ware. Wiggins outside. Here's Adebayo. Great defense that time from Banchero. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Magic lead by 4. And will return shortly. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, for the Magic, what jumps out to you so far, numbers-wise?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
And it's Orlando's ball. They lead by 4. Their next game, playing at home, as the Nets come into town. That game is the first and last of their homestand. We've got Alec Burks. Kyle Anderson is out there with Duncan Robinson. Then there's Kevin Love. And it's Hero into the point guard position. So that's who Miami starts the second with. Shot clock at 3. He gets it in there.
Oh, good to see that Banchero has options. If he can't penetrate, your game has to be multifaceted in the league.
From Rookie of the Year in 2023 to an All-Star Greg in 2024, Paolo Banchero.
And, Kevin, that really says it all, doesn't it? Few players hit the ground running like Banchero has. Becoming an elite competitor, people fear almost instantly.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, last season the Magic extended Coach Jamal Mosley's contract through 2028. He said, it's not about me. I just want each one of these guys to reach their full potential. This game has been good to all of us. I want to be part of maximizing how great they can be on and off the court. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Now Isaac, after Tyler Hero's three-pointer that didn't go. Pass to Bitadze. Isaac outside. No good with the triple. The Heat trail by 6. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Burks' shot is good.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Anthony looking it over. 15 seconds left now here in the second. Pass to Bitadze. And here's Banchero. Got it. Good job in the low post. Banchero's got 4 this quarter.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. It's the Magic. They're up by 5. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Coach, what has to happen differently on defense in the second half?
Well, a little bit more activity. And we just have to be committed to what we do. Our identity to be aggressive, but more consistent with it.
Spo, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Welcome, everyone, as we dig into the details. Things working out so far for the Orlando Magic.
We often talk about efficiency on offense. They were the winners in that department, guys.
I like how efficient you were with that analysis, Chet. Well done.
Yeah, instead of rambling on like usual.
And during that first half of play, these two leading the way for their respective teams.
When you have two players going at each other like this, it becomes a point of pride. That's when the sparks fly. That's when it gets interesting.
For us and for the fans watching. And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Well, you have to like what we're seeing so far from Paolo Banchero.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Clark, how much weight do players put on individual awards or something like an all-star nod?
You know, I think players always have a level of respect for each other, but awards help validate your level of respect. How you win, how you perform, consistency, and awards are typically well-earned and well-deserved. As a matter of fact, in most cases, they are well-earned and deserved, and players acknowledge that and respect that.
Checking out the group for Jamal Mosley to start the second half. Sliding in at the wing, we'll see Caldwell Pope and Wagner. Underneath, in the post, it's Banchero and Carter Jr. And it's Suggs in at the point guard. And here's Banchero. He'll bring it up for Orlando. It's a 5-point game. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. A chance now for a 3-point play. It's going to be on Andrew Wiggins. Clark, I know you'd agree, Paolo Banchero has certainly lived up to the hype, being a #1 overall pick.
Yeah, you know, I loved him when he was in college. Loved his size, his athleticism, his IQ, his tenacity. I mean, I don't think there's anything on the floor that he can't do.
Throughout his career, Clark, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope has proven himself to be a quality player.
He certainly has, and I love the way he plays. He's locked in all the time at both ends. Really not only understands his role, Kevin, but embraces it. He's out there to space the floor with his shooting and then provide a lot of energy and versatility on defense.
And Dwayne Wade is the first Heat player to be honored with a statue. And, Greg, that's pretty significant for a very successful franchise.
And, Kevin, well-deserved, right? D-Wade, the best player in franchise history. He helped bring 3 championships to the city, plus he's already got a street named after him.
The first free throw is good. Well, the Magic last year, Clark earning the #5 seed in the East. It was a giant step forward.
It certainly was, and I tell you what, they've got an impressive, very impressive young core. And this was the first time they made the playoffs since 2020, and now the minimum expectation is a playoff appearance, and I think they'll be able to deliver on that.
And Mitchell drops them both. And Eric Spoelstra, the head coach of the Miami Heat, receiving a record 8-year, $120 million extension. Greg, that's some big dough.
Is it ever? And remains coaching for the only NBA franchise he's ever worked for. Already one of the most tenured head coaches in the association, and that figures to continue for a while.
For Orlando, they have shot just 1 free throw earlier, 1 for 1 in the game. And that one falls for Carter. And like a number of centers in today's NBA, Wendell Carter Jr. continues, Clark, to hone his three-point shooting.
Boy, I tell you what, Kevin, it's almost mandatory necessary for big guys nowadays to be able to knock down not only the mid-range jumper, but the three-point shot. Give credit to Carter Jr. for seeing this growing trend and then working to put it into his toolkit. You know, Wendell Carter Jr. really epitomizes the modern big man. He can stretch the floor and do work on the glass, giving you high utility on both ends.
Now, here's Burks. Pass to Adebayo. The Heat need to get a shot off. Here's the teardrop. The shot by Mitchell, no good. 2 for 1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
And Wagner drives in over Wiggins. Another miss by Orlando. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Burks kicks to Mitchell. Adebayo against Banchero with the fadeaway. That one's good, and the Magic lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Adebayo. Suggs looking around. And Carter with the basket on the assist from Banchero. Carter's got 4 points now in the quarter.
If you allow him to get that close, you deserve to get scored on.
And so it's the Orlando Magic holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We'll get you back to the action after this break. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, platinum level dime dropping there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Mitchell is out there with Alec Burks. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then it's Wiggins. And it's Weir in its center. That's the group on the floor for Miami.
Just playing so strong down low. Adebayo knows you got to be ready for the fight inside.
Here's Banchero following the basket by Bam Adebayo. With the teardrop, and Adebayo sends it back. And it's Banchero missing.
And you can see the defender's afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. I understand we're seeing some high-powered offense, but you've got to put up a little more resistance than that.
Come on now, look. Sit back and enjoy the fireworks. Nothing better than good offense.
Here's Wagner after Alec Burks' score. And that one's good, Wagner.
Wagner will battle you inside now. He's not afraid to embrace and even initiate contact.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
It really does come down to this. I mean, come up empty, and it's over.
Now, here's Adebayo. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Oh, great fake by Adebayo. Such a high IQ player.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Orlando.
Well, you know, they've been tremendous, I think, when it comes to sharing the basketball. You know, getting guys involved on the plays and creating offensive opportunities for everybody. Equal opportunity offense is fun to watch.
And you also have to applaud how they've attacked the interior in this game. A lot of points happening for them in the paint tonight.
And he is unable to get the second one.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, it is unfortunate and embarrassing. He just lost his concentration for a split second, and that's all it took.
Big time from Bam. This guy's played in the finals, so Adebayo knows how to handle the pressure.
Banchero outside. Pass to Suggs. Here's the 3. Sinks the triple. And the Magic lead by 6.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
Yeah, I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Now a timeout called by Miami. They're trailing by 6. Turning here to our analysts, what factors, guys, come to your mind?
Still a sliver of hope.
Yeah, but they've got to score and then foul immediately.
We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Adebayo. Banchero grabs the board. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here are the Magic now. 6-point lead. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Magic, Jalen Suggs. 2.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second.
And the future Suggs has is certainly promising, an effective combo guard who can really get it going at times.
And he does get the second one. And that makes it a 7-point lead. And the Heat call time here. They're down by 7. Guys, your thoughts?
Trying to keep hope alive, but I don't see them making a comeback.
You know what? I'm sure crazier things have happened, or maybe not. It's a long shot, though.
Here's Adebayo. Long range from the inbound. It counts. And now they trail by just 4.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Third team foul. Shooting for Orlando, Paolo Banchero. 2.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5.
When you're the #1 pick, like Banchero, the expectations are through the roof. But Paolo is well-grounded. Got his feet on the ground, head squarely focused. He's embracing the challenge and meeting it so far. Unflappable. This guy relishes being the man to put the game away.
And so it's Orlando winning this one. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother him. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. That concludes the first game of the NBA season. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.